Footbap Nation!
Let's ride.
All right, we're back with another episode of the Footbap Recap, episode 6, week 6. I'm going to recap this week, going to go over next week, going to go over waivers, all the fun stuff that you guys know and love. And we're just going to jump right on into this. We got the Cavs starting at 7:30, so we got to get this thing recorded, right, Paul?
Yeah, we got to get the show on the road. We're on to
All
basketball
right.
season.
All right, yeah, baseball season's
Baseball's
over.
dead.
Baseball's
Yep.
dead. The Yankees are an abomination upon sports. They're a joke. Baseball's a joke, not a real sport. Basketball season, and obviously football season's still going on, and that's what we're talking about today. So let's go over the matchups last week. First off, George W Kelp versus Pinhead Terry. Fuck you, Mike. Mike beats me by 3 points, and I think so. I have every single year I have a horrible loss on Monday night, like whether it's Zach Ertz getting you 35.5 points on Monday night for me to lose by half a point, or Dewey when he had the Cowboys defense against the Giants and they were up like 34-14 with like 20 seconds left. I was up by like 5 and they randomly got a fumble return for a touchdown with no time left for no reason, and Dewey beat me. 2 years ago against Mike again. So this is now a trend with Mike and me is I can't remember who it was, Eckler, I think, 2 years ago. I needed him to get me 3 points on Monday night, and he got me 2.9 points, and I lost to Mike by 0.1. That was horrible. Every year on Monday night, I have horrible losses. In another league, I had Jalen Hurts throw an interception on Monday night with like 4 minutes left when they were up by like 30 against the Vikings, and I lost by 0.4. And that's what happened here. I mean, it was more than just Monday night, though, to be honest. It started with I needed 18 points, I think, total from Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, Dallas Goedert, and Isaiah McKenzie. So McKenzie naturally went out, had his worst game of the year, classic. Goedert went out Sunday night, had his worst game of the year, and that's when I knew that something was fucked up and I was going to lose, because I texted you, Paul, Monday night or Monday during the day, and I was like, I just know, like, the second that Goedert had the worst game of his season, I was like, oh, Jesus, this is what it's setting up to be, because now I need 15 points from Herbert and Mike Williams, and Denver's a good defense, but even worse than that, I just had a bad feeling. Surtain on Denver is a beast. I mean, Herbert had his worst game of his career. First time he didn't throw a touchdown since like week 6 of his rookie year or something like that. I actually went back and looked. So Herbert gets 8 points. I looked and Herbert didn't even get me less than 12 points in a single game last season. I looked at his rookie year. He didn't get less than 12 points in a single game his rookie year. So this is officially Justin Herbert's worst fantasy game of his career at the worst possible time. Mike Williams, obviously fucking classic. But like I said, Surtain was on him. It's whatever. I'm more upset with Herbert. But yeah, I don't know. This was a tough pill to swallow. I needed 15 points from 2 of my best players, and they combined for like, I don't know, 11-ish.
11,
yeah, like 11-ish. It was pretty bad. You know what actually really sucks is I lost by like 3-4, and I don't know if you were watching, but Herbert connected with Mike Williams on like a 35-40 yard pass that was barely out of bounds, and even that would have won me. I mean, even if Eckler's touchdown run wasn't a touchdown run and it was a Herbert touchdown pass, I win. Like, so many scenarios in which I don't lose here. I literally can't believe it. And Mike gets 30 points from Jamar Chase and only puts up 89 points. Like, I can't be asked. That's a third of his points came from just Jamar Chase. What the fuck?
I remember last week, you were like, is Adam Thielen going to get his usual 1 or 2 points, or is 13, 12, whatever, and he got us 13.
Yeah, I was actually going to make a FanDuel lineup this week, but I just kind of like ran out of people. But I no joke locked in Adam Thielen and Zach Ertz because Mike was playing me, and I knew that they were going to have good weeks, which, funnily enough, Zach Ertz literally had 0 points until the fourth quarter when he caught 7 passes for 70 yards. So that was also super fun. But yeah, another fun fact for the fans out there: Justin Herbert and Mike Williams, when they've both played at the same time, so obviously not counting games where Mike Williams hasn't played, they've literally never not combined for 16 points. So this was the first time in history, just in time for Mike to get his win. I literally can't fucking believe it. Josh Allen threw a pass behind Isaiah McKenzie in the end zone that would have won me this week. Saquon slid at the 1 yard line. That touchdown would have won me the week.
Time. I forgot about that.
Yep. Romeo Dobbs. I mean, Aaron Rodgers underthrew him and overthrew him on two separate 30-yard passes that literally could have been touchdowns. Either of those could have won me it. I don't even fucking know, dude. That was a terrible loss. I'm over it. We're on to next week. Mike, I'm throwing it out there right now. Mike is the team of destiny. Mike is winning the league this year. 3 of his 4 wins have been off of these miracles, and I'm convinced that the fantasy gods want Mike to win. Paul, do you agree with me with that?
Couldn't agree more.
Actually, it doesn't matter to me what any other team is doing in this league right now. No matter how good any team looks, there's sometimes it's bigger than just the stats and the fantasy points. And Mike is proving that right now. He's got God behind him, the power of God, and he's willing him to these victories. And I just have a feeling this might be Mike's year. 4-2, he's off to a hot start. I like what his team's doing. I lost to Mike horribly. That sucked. Now we got Kyle versus Austin. Kyle won. I'm sorry, Austin.
It's just this is just bad.
This is just bad. I mean, I don't even know. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's come back down to earth. Terry McLaurin still plays for the Commanders. Cortland Sutton, I mean, the Broncos suck. Taysom Hill was a lot more involved. I can't believe I honestly thought he'd have more, 5 carries for 39 yards. I mean, it's not bad. I just would have expected a little more out of him. Godwin actually had a solid game. I didn't know that. Jacoby Myers did Jacoby Myers things. He tricked everyone into thinking that he was going to be putting up 20 points every week, but this is what he does. He catches 4 or 5 passes for 50 to 70 yards every week. That's usually what he does. He's a solid player. But, oh, wow. Okay, so benching Zeke, that's all right. Austin had Devontae on bye. What did Kyle get? Deion Jackson just popping off. Gabe Davis had his one catch for a 50-yard touchdown that it seems like he keeps getting. Tyreek is on pace for 2,000 receiving yards. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. I don't know. It's just every other game. Did you see that stats? Click on his name again.
Yeah.
It's literally every other game.
He's like the Carolina Panthers when you would look, and every single season it was 6-10, 10-6, 7-9, 15-1. It was every other season they were good. That's Tyreek Hill, except for with fantasy points. 36, 4, 29, 24. But either way, good win by Kyle. 3-3 now. Austin at 1-5. I feel bad. Of course, this is the one week he actually does have a bad week. But now we're going to the Paul Luck game of the week. Paul, what happened in this matchup?
Well, I needed some Monday Night Magic from Russ, and the first drive goes 10 for 10, looking like old Russ. Second half throws for 15 fucking yards, but it's all right because I already won at that point.
That's insane.
If I was down by 2 more points and needed anything in that second half and he just didn't do it, I would have lost my shit. But thank God. Kind of
like me with Justin Herbert in that game when literally nothing happened.
Yeah, it's insane, Russ.
It's crazy because Dave really had a 50-50 shot at winning this.
I know.
I honestly, I kind of thought that he was just going to win it. Russ kind of sucks. But what did you get? 25 from Diggs, classic. Mark Andrews, I didn't even really know he had that good of a game. That's kind of crazy.
He's been popping off.
Allen Lazard had his classic touchdown at some point in the game. He does every week. I was
very close to putting Pickens in instead of him, which I'm glad I didn't. And then also there was...
I can't believe you weren't going to do Pickens over at least Curtis Samuel. Dude, you love ETN. Curtis Samuel. Are you ever going to bench Curtis Samuel?
I did this week. But ETN, I was between ETN, Lazard, and Pickens. I just was very thrown up at that point. But luckily I picked the highest score out of those 3.
And it's a good thing... yeah. Allen Robinson came back to life. Yeah. It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing you spent $5 on that Rams defense. right?
points, dude.
Because the 3
That
points
won me
that
the
actually
week.
won you the week.
Yeah, that
That
won
this
it.
is why we're dropping for anyone wondering out there. Paul, and a little bit of Steve too, are dropping like $5 on defenses every week. Paul's is more egregious because he's had the Eagles defense that like he could be getting like 17-point games, but he's like settling for mid every week essentially. It did
Nah, I
work
got
out
him
for you
after
this
week
week.
4, I
No,
think.
that's cap.
Maybe I did. I don't know. It doesn't say
Um,
when I picked him up, I don't think.
but yeah, 3-point win, upset over Dave.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
Kyler kind of sucks. Raheem Mostert, I guess who would he have started? I mean, I probably personally would have put Kirk in over Raheem Mostert, but would that have won him? Yeah, that would have won him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't trust Raheem Mostert. I just kind of think that he like sucks a little.
He's
If I'm
loaded
being
on the
honest.
RBs, it looks
Yeah,
like.
Dave's got a lot of RBs. He should. We'll see what Dave ends up doing. Debo's pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he's like consistently like
Just
solid,
average.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't really be mad at what he's doing. The Kelsey and I mean honestly, the Kelsey Andrews matchup and you won it off of having Andrews. Oh my god, I forgot you're starting DJ Moore every week.
I had to, dude. I thought with PJ Walker, not Baker Mayfield, I was like, okay, they'll just only throw to him or Christian McCaffrey, and he got 3 catches, maybe 2 catches. I don't know.
We
But
already went past me and Mike's matchup, but let's just say Mike's looking like the early winner of that trade where you traded Juju and Brady for DJ Moore.
I know, I thought about that too. Like,
but I'm telling
I
you,
don't know.
Mike's got shit cooking in his brain, dude. He fleeced the shit out. He laid down the Russell Wilson time bomb on the waivers for some sorry soul to pick up, which was you, and then he literally traded you absolute piss and got like at least mid back.
He gets traded or something.
He traded you piss and you traded him mid. So I consider that a W for Mike.
That is true. But Russ is just a placeholder. Dak's back, so I just got to put all my faith in him.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you do got Dak back, so now you can just bench Russ.
I dropped him, dude. Fuck him. He's off.
Wait, you dropped Dak? Oh, you dropped. Oh, okay. We'll get to that though. But either way, you beat Dave, upset him, and then our game of the week from last week was close. Gorman has officially dropped 3 straight. Steve back up to 3-3, the defending champ, climbing back up. I mean, I feel like Steve just is essentially like Josh Allen is like his entire team at this point. I feel like,
right.
Which is not like anything against Steve's team, but like Josh Allen essentially makes it so that he's never gonna like suck any week. Like, I don't know.
Steve got such tough calls like on his bench. I mean, Taylor's hurt, but Devontae Smith, Brian Robinson now, like he's got like those in Singletary, you never know what the hell they're gonna do. And of course all 3 of them popped off.
I'm pretty shocked he started Melvin Gordon over Singletary and Devontae. Yeah, he does have tough decisions, and Brian Robinson. I probably would have started all 3 of those guys over Melvin Gordon, but I just think Melvin Gordon sucks. So that's just me. I don't know. What would you have done there?
When I'm in a toss-up, I look at the projections and it gets in my head too much, so I just throw in whoever's the highest.
So you would have put Melvin Gordon in. So you would have put Melvin Gordon. Yeah. All right. So then never mind. I guess I'm alone in that one. But
just messing with me. I hate those things. I wish that wasn't a thing.
But this is Gorman big brain, which I actually. So Gorman took the L here. Steve wins, but Gorman actually took a mini W, but like also like kind of an L. So Gorman lost Marquise Brown, but he's got Hopkins already ready on his bench.
He knew this was going to happen.
He literally knew that this was going to happen. I actually looked back. Gorman has had Marquise Brown and DeAndre Hopkins both on his team the last 2 years and this year. He loves these 2 guys. What'd you say?
Mike Thomas on the team too?
Oh yeah, he picks Mike Thomas almost every year too. So Gorman's officially got his guys, and those guys are Marquise Brown, Michael Thomas, and DeAndre Hopkins. I just thought it was funny. I looked back and I was like, what? He had Hopkins and Brown last year too? But I'm pretty sure he had Mike Thomas too. The only thing is, I think at that point, he had dropped him. So so I think he had dropped him. So I think that's why he didn't have him. But Lamar Jackson needs Rashad Bateman back. Not that Rashad Bateman's like an all-star or anything, but it's pretty clear that like this was Lamar with Rashad Bateman. Without him, he's pretty much fucking sucked. So I would like Rashad Bateman back too. Gorman.
Jackson.
Yeah, Lamid Jackson, Lamid Midson. Ramondre Stevenson, I would love for Damian Harris to come back. I just can't believe I lost Damian Harris right before they played the two worst defenses in the NFL. I just love that about fantasy. I mean, even losing Rashad Bateman was tough because you go up against, and obviously Buffalo's a good defense. Cincinnati's like whatever. Like these are just games that they would have had to pass in. I'm upset. But yeah, Gorman has lost 3 in a row. I'm worried about Gorman now. We picked him as the early
scared.
favorite. Yeah, and now I'm officially changing my vote to Mike on the favorite. I'm standing by that. He is the team of destiny. We're getting to our last matchup of the day as
Sad brothers.
yes, as Steve actually came up with this. It's a sad matchup. And it was a sad matchup.
Yeah.
32.5 points from Joe Burrow for Dewey.
Jesus, I didn't even realize that.
What? I mean,
Damn.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, Nick didn't have Derrick Henry on a bye. Keenan Allen injured. I feel bad for. What could Nick have done here, dude? Literally, what could he do? There's
Literally
nothing Nick could do.
Pick
He
up
got
someone on the
19.
waivers.
He got 20 points from Chase Claypool, the best game of this guy's entire career, essentially. and it didn't matter because he's just not getting anything from anyone. I mean, Fournette
For Nick though, he's got Henry obviously will come back.
and
Akers
Keenan Allen
should get traded.
Yeah, and Keenan Allen's
maybe.
supposed to be coming back. Keenan Allen's
Akers
supposed to be
should get
coming back
traded.
this week. Derrick Henry, he'll get back off the bye. Cam Akers, I don't know who Nick's matched up against, but I honestly think this might be a bounce back game for Nick.
And Schultz with Dak back, you never know. Could
Yeah,
pop off.
I as much as it's been a rough ride, Nick at least has one win, and I think things are going to look up once he gets some of his guys back. But either way, Dewey takes the sad bowl this year, wins the sad cup. And that's last week's matchups. And now we're going to check out what the rankings look like after last week. So we've got Paul in first in the East at 4-2. We've got Gorman at second in the East at 3-3. I'm in third in the East at 3-3. Austin and Nick at the bottom still with one win each. First in the West is Dave at 4-2, Dewey 4-2 in second, Mike in third at 4-2, Kyle in fourth at 3-3, and Steve in fifth at 3-3. Technically, these division standings don't really matter because it's just the top 2 teams get a bye, and then it fills in after that. Most points in the league, Dave overtook Gorman this past week. Congrats, Dave. Kyle up there in points still. He's still actually he kind of climbed up there because he scored like 140 this week or something.
His record's finally showing it though. He
Yeah,
was, 2-3 before, or 1-3.
We're still
Like
in this like you through like me. It's like we're just all in like the mid zone. So you,
Battle of mid.
you, Dewey, Steve, me. God, if I could have just gotten
Mike
like normal points out of those guys, dude, I could be up there. What'd you say there?
Mike 4-2 being outscored by a 1-5 team. That's insane.
No way. Mike is 4-2 with 600 points scored, and Austin is 1-5 with 20 more points scored than him.
Oh man, that's so
fucking
sad.
insane. Points allowed. I mean, this is still insane to me though because Kyle is still least in points allowed. He went up against Austin this week. I'm down there now after Mike only put up 89. Oh yeah, Dave put up like 100 something. It's such low scoring this year. Like it just seems so like poor Austin, dude. 751, the only person in the 700s in points against. That's rough. Let's check the playoff bracket as of right now. So it's you and Dave getting buys. We got Gorman and Mike, a timeless classic at the 4-5 matchup, and then we have Kyle and Dewey in the 3-6 matchup. Then we have me and Steve as the first 2 teams out of the playoffs, and then Austin and Nick in the Piss Bowl at 1-5. Let's check out what they say for what they're. Oh, nice! This actually works today.
Yeah, that's good.
So this is what they're projecting the final standings to be. They have Dave in first. That makes sense. Wow, Paul's gotten up to 2. Weren't you like 9th last week or something?
No, like 2 weeks ago I was 9th.
Last
week I was like 6 or 5 or something.
Okay, so Paul projected to finish 2nd. Steve projected to finish 3rd. That's pretty nice because he's out of the playoffs right now. Dewey projected to finish fourth. I might project him higher. Gorman fifth. I might project him lower because he's been losing games. Like, dude, Kyle projected ninth. So Gorman fifth. I'm at sixth. Austin projected to finish seventh. Oh, cool. So they expect a major turnaround for Austin. He's going to start winning games here, according to ESPN. Pinhead.
Kyle at 9.
How is Kyle projected? How is Mike projected to finish eighth when he's 4-2? They're projecting. They don't understand the power of the fantasy gods that Mike has on his side because he's up there right now. Kyle at 9 is criminal. He should not be at 9. He should be higher.
That's
he should
crazy.
probably be at like fourth, honestly, like or fifth or something. And then poor Nick at 10th. Dude, I really hope at some point in this season that changes. I hope Nick gets up to a projected finish of 9th. Don't you agree?
I'm feeling the turnaround this week. He's gonna put maybe 120, no matter what's going on. I'm feeling 120 score, and they'll move up a little bit.
Yeah, trending down. It just sucks every week looking and trending down, and like Nick's just fucking there alone. They always only have Nick there alone for some reason. But yeah, that is the power rankings that they have right now. So again, Dave projected to finish first, Nick last. But I think at this point, all of me and you and all of our fans, we want Nick to come back, don't we?
Oh yeah, I'm rooting for him. Big
Yeah,
time.
we need Nick to come back. I think he will come back. I hope that it starts this week for him. Now we're gonna look at the waiver wire pickups for this week. Let's see. What's the date today? The 19th. All right. Wow, Gorman just dropped Rashad Penny on a Tuesday.
No remorse. Just said get him out of here.
So is there anything I'm missing here? Nah, not really.
Oh, Sky Moore's
I
gone.
I guess Kyle dropped Robert Woods to pick up Deion. I thought it said Deshaun Jackson for $12, and I was like, "What the fuck, Kyle?" But Deion Jackson for 12. He probably could have got him for a lot less. I'm actually going to check to see if anyone put any offers in. He essentially just lost $12. I mean, he won him the week, and it's good that he got him, but that kind of sucks that no one else put a bid in for him. That was Sunday. Let's see, Gorman dropped DJ Chark and picked up Chase Edmonds. That's interesting. Either way, let's get to Wednesday. I dropped Zay Jones shit ass and picked up Ayuk for $7. I'm not really expecting too much from Ayuk except for
see the offers. I didn't put one in. I just want to see if anyone else did.
Yeah, Steve put in 6, and I think a couple other people put in like 5 or 4. I checked it earlier today, so I felt pretty good that I was like, I thought 7 maybe like people would only go 5, and I'd feel stupid because I had 6 before, but I was like, all right, that makes me feel good. So yeah, got Brandon Ayuk. I needed a tight end because my tight end was on a bye, so I just fucking picked up Evan Ingram. I was gonna pick up Robert Tonyan, but I didn't want to start like 3 Packers this week, so I was like, I'll just pick up Evan Ingram. Isaiah McKenzie shit. See you, kid. Let's see. Dave picks up Latavius Murray for $8. Dude, Dave is just like fucking trying to take every single running back from everyone.
I saw some kind of report. The Nathan Hackett, the head coach of the Broncos, was saying that Melvin Gordon's going to be like the lead role now. Like, I don't know what changed. They just realized they're stupid and didn't play him at all.
I think they're just going to be confused every week. I don't know if you can really trust anyone in Denver. That's why I'm kind of shocked that Dave put in $8. Let's see if anyone else put in any waivers. What's his name?
Latavius.
So no one else put in an offer for Latavius Murray. But I mean, Dave got his guy. Austin picked up the Dallas kicker. I was thinking about that the one day, but then I was like, I picked up the Buccaneers one, and I don't think it really matters all that much. Steve must be rolling with Jacoby Brissett this week then, because he picked him up.
What?
What'd you say?
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, picked up Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, he dropped Dotson too. Damn.
Are me and you about to have a? I wish I didn't go through this because I kind of fucking want Dotson.
I didn't really look.
What the fuck, man? Now I got to go through and find someone to drop for Dotson. No, I actually don't know because,
questionable.
No, it's nothing to do with him being questionable. More with like Washington just has so many guys to throw to. I don't know who I.
If he wasn't catching touchdowns, he wouldn't score anything though. Too.
I know who you're gonna drop for him though.
Curtis. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're gonna drop this guy right here. You picked up
Nah,
Darnell for $3. I'd imagine you're gonna drop him for Dotson at least. Maybe you have someone. I guess I don't really know your team all that much, but I would assume that if you would have known Dotson was there, you probably would have picked him up instead of Mooney, right?
I had bids on Mooney and Alec Pierce, just seeing who would
Oh
fall to
no, no,
me.
no! I meant, but now that Dotson's out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I don't really want him, honestly. I was just
Oh, because you have
surprised that
Curtis
Steve.
Samuel. You're a big Curtis
Yeah,
Samuel guy.
but I'm just surprised Steve dropped him.
That
That's
I
all.
didn't pick up Pierce because I have Pittman, so I understand that. Like as much as I'm like I trust well I got Ayuk, but I had a bid in for $0 for Mooney, I think, and then $0 for Pierce. Because I was like, if I don't get Ayuk, like I'd rather get Mooney than Pierce, not because I think Mooney's better than Pierce, like strictly because I already have Michael Pittman, so I'd never want to start two Colts wide receivers at once. But yeah, Steve picks up Brissett. Um, Honestly, I think Brissett's probably solid. Baltimore's defense pretty shit. He didn't get him for any money, so can't really
Yeah.
say anything there.
I feel like Steve probably put a bid in on Matt Ryan or
Yeah, now
something.
that I'm seeing this, let's see if Steve did put a bid in. Steve, oh no, Steve
$2.
outbid by $1.
Oh.
To be honest, though, Matt Ryan could easily have a 1 point game, a 6 point game. What the
Who
fuck?
knows what'll happen?
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. Like honestly, from Steve's perspective, like I might feel better that I got a quarterback for $0 than $3 on Matt Ryan. Like he maybe by the end of the week we're saying something different, but like imagine he spent $3 on Matt Ryan, lost that money, and Matt Ryan sucked. He'd be like, dude, fuck me. Now this is what I'm pissed about for the week. Back to the Paul defense thing. First of all, I swear on my life, I wish I would have done this earlier now, but at 10:59, our waivers go through at 11 a.m. At 10:59, I was like, dude, I just to be safe, I'm gonna up my dollar amount on Patriots and also Broncos defenses. So I had $4 on the Patriots and I had $3 on the Broncos. So I upped my bid to $5 for the Patriots, and then I upped my bid to $4 on the Broncos. Apparently, my Patriots one didn't like save or something, or maybe I made the Broncos one earlier. I might have brought them both up to $4 at one point. Basically, I went to the offers report and it had me at I'm pretty sure it had me at $4. So
Oh my
when
God, everyone tried to get him.
yeah, when I put that in at 10:59, it must not have submitted in time. So then you got the Patriots. Whatever. Hope I got the Broncos, right? No, because apparently I lose the tiebreaker to Steve somehow, and I don't get the Broncos either. So we're just rolling with the Jets against Denver. Not feeling great about it, but this is what I'm saying. We're like, this is like the defense inflation of fantasy football this year. In past years, I picked up defenses for $1, $2, $3 max. $3 max. But this season, Paul, you fucking upsold, inflated the price of defense by dropping $5 on defenses week in and week out, and now everyone's out here fucking spending $4 or $5 on defenses.
I know the reason why now. Because, like, people draft defenses and just hold them in there all year and don't realize that you can just pick up, like, a waiver team that's playing someone shitty like Chicago or whatever. And I feel like people are finally realizing that, and maybe that's why. But regardless, that's why I put my bid so high, because I feel like more people are doing that. Because like people drafted the Ravens so high, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
The Bills and Bucks are really like the only ones people can just start every week, and the Eagles now. But
Eagles,
besides that,
Cowboys too.
Cowboys too.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be honest, I mean, what if the Jets continue their streak? They might be up there. There are more defenses I think out. The Broncos, honestly, the Broncos are a really good start every week. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like Jets, Jacksonville sucks. Tennessee sucks. Like, but either way, the Broncos are just a good defense. Like, I think there are more startable defenses than people realize. But again, Paul has the Eagles defense, but he spends $5. I'm just more mad that like I'm under the like I always operate in like I would never spend more than like $3 on a defense. And $3 was me like so confident on a defense. It just sucks now that like now I'm going through like, do I have to drop $6 on a defense? Like are you kidding me, dude? Like Brandon Ayuk goes for $7 and then the Patriots defense goes for $4 is like fucking insane. Especially for you where you have the Eagles. So it's like just a 1 week rental
Why?
anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm. I always do the 1 week rentals.
No, I know, but for a 1 week rental, I would have just assumed. Like, if I had the Eagles defense, I probably would have put in $0 bids for every defense and been like, I'll spend the money elsewhere. You know?
I still have like 60 something bucks. That's why. If I was like low, I wouldn't have done shit.
Yeah, I guess I always just get paranoid that I don't want to run out of money at any point, so that's why I keep it low. But yeah, this is the year that that defenses just got overinflated in price, which sucks. But yeah, Paul got Patriots defense for $4. Steve got Broncos defense for $4. You picked up Darnell Mooney for $3. Um, yeah, that's the waivers. So now we're gonna go over next week's matchups, which I literally haven't even looked at yet. Apparently, me and Steve are playing. This is a pretty big matchup because we're both 3-3. But I don't know, with my injuries and stuff and bye weeks and how my team's been playing, I kind of just feel like Steve's gonna win this. I think I have a chance at beating Steve if Jacoby Brissett has another shit game. But if he even gets him like 15 points, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna lose this. I'm not even gonna lie. That's why my game against Mike was so crucial last week because I was pretty much expecting to lose to Steve this week. Now it's like fuck, I have to win, but I don't think I can. Like Damian Harris, I don't even think is gonna play, to be honest. But
Yeah,
what
you
do
never
you
know.
what do you think about this?
This is my situation with Dave last week. I just go in expecting a loss and, only focus on the positives from there on out.
Well, it sucks because
Brissett
I was going
won't
in
be good, I
expecting to
don't
lose
think.
to Mike last week because he had such good matchups, and I had such bad matchups. So I almost wished that I lost like 130 to like 100 or something. It would have
Yeah.
made it way better. But I just don't see a way that I win this unless someone just like I think in order for me to win this, Justin Herbert and Mike Williams both have to give me 20 points each. That's my take on this. But yeah, this is an East versus West game. 2 3-3 teams, pretty good matchup. But I think Steve will probably take it. Let's see. Oh, you versus Kyle. This should be a good game too. Oh no, it shouldn't. You're gonna kill Kyle. What? Does he have bye weeks or something?
I don't know. Everyone's projected something in his lineup. I don't know what he's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh my
nice.
God, the Paul Luck. You play Kyle on a week he doesn't even have Jalen Hurts. That's Paul Luck to the extreme.
Wow. Well,
This is sickening.
you never know. You
This is
never know.
sickening, Paul. Every week Paul gets to play someone. All right. What do you think, Paul? Do you think you have any chance of losing this?
Yeah, if Rondale Moore, they're hyping him up, being like, "Oh, Hollywood's out. He's
This
gonna be
man
the new
said
Hollywood."
Rondale Moore.
That's what people are saying, dude. They think he's
Dude.
gonna be crazy.
The people
And
are
then,
talking. When Rondale Moore comes out and puts up 5 points, you're gonna be like, "Why the fuck did I say
well,
that?"
I'm not saying I'm saying it, it's other people, but um, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Just Matt Ryan could be 3 points or 30. So
Okay, so what I think is going to happen is Dak's going to put up 25, Joe Mixon's going to put up 25, Pierce is going to put up 20, Lazard's going to put up 16. I don't know if Olave's going to play. If he plays, I'd
cleared.
imagine
He
he'd
got
put
cleared
up
today.
okay, so
Free
he'll put
practice
up like
today.
13. Andrews against Cleveland, he'll put up 30. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. It doesn't even matter what anyone else does cuz I think that like everyone up to Mark Andrews is like guaranteed at least 15 points. Poor Kyle, dude. But 4-2 versus 3-3. Paul's probably going to be looking at 5-2 after this week.
Thanks. Come on, let's keep it.
Oh
I'm
man,
scared already.
here we go. Kyle Gorman versus Dave is our next matchup. Whoa,
Dave, wait, is that Gorman? Oh, I'm
that is
stupid. I thought
Gorman
they said
on the
Austin.
right.
I'm dumb.
What is that? Oh no, what is happening with Gorman right now? He's got to have like guys out or
He hasn't
something.
filled in his roster, I don't think.
Yeah, he hasn't set up his roster.
And someone's hurt.
Oh, James Conner's
James
out.
Conner.
He has Cooper Kupp on a bye, Bills defense on a bye.
Oh,
Yeah,
rip.
he's struggling,
His
dude.
team's fucked.
He is so struggling. So Gorman's going to have to pick up a defense and a kicker and a running back. Oh no, I guess we're slotting in Chase
Gibson,
Edmonds.
but Gibson's at 6.1 per game.
Gibson's already in here, bro. He's gonna have to put in Chase Edmonds. Damn. Okay, so this was Dave, right? All right. So I never want to say things are a lock, but this is reminding me of the sad matchup last week where I think Dave's pretty much a lock for 5-2. Gorman, I mean, he just has bye weeks and injuries. Nothing Gorman can do. You can't feel bad about losing this one, but it would be hilarious if Dave lost this. I'm not gonna lie.
You never know, dude. We saw that with Mike and you.
Mike was projected to beat me by a lot.
I mean, like, on Monday night, I thought it was for sure. I didn't think for a second that it wouldn't happen. And
I think the thing that you weren't taking into account is that it was me in the Monday night matchup. Because if the roles were reversed and Mike had Herbert and Williams and needed 15 points, me and you both know that he would have gotten 15 points, right?
Easily, yeah.
So that's where you gotta take that into account. But I think that Dave's just gonna win this week. This is just a lot of weird matchups this week. Dubag and Austin.
Skip Mike, dude.
wait, did I? Wait.
Yeah, it's Mike and Nick.
Oh, Mike and Nick. Dick versus fuck.
Nick's team. I'm feeling good about this week.
Yeah, Nick hasn't set his lineup yet.
Yeah.
Like we said, this looks like a bounce back week for Nick. He slots in Derrick Henry.
Keenan and Derrick, yeah.
Yeah, Derrick Henry over Elijah Moore, Keenan over Caleb Huntley, probably move Michael Carter to the slot. Dude, he can put in Hunter Renfrow over like Michael Carter or some shit. He has changes he can make. Yeah, Schultz. Yeah, Nick might be a sneaky upset pick this week. What do you think, Paul?
I'm going all in on Nick. I think Mike's luck runs out against Nick.
Damn, dude, it's crazy because like this might be a trap upset pick, but I think as of right now, I think me and you are both leaning towards Nick as our upset of the week, right? It's not even anything against Mike's team. I just think that Nick's team is looking a little scary right now. I think he's looking like a team that Mike's going to go into it. Oh, easy win. This is going to be a really fun, easy win for me. And then he didn't prepare enough for this game, and Nick's going to come out and rock his world. So this is a game to watch. Actually, I might even. No, that's too much saying it's the game of the week, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it could be. Can you scroll up again?
I
really don't know.
I'd say, man, this is tough. We're gonna come back to it.
That might be it, honestly.
It might be, but I don't want to call it, and then Nick's team pisses their pants, and then we're like, why did we call a 1-5 team as our game of the week? I still think Nick is our upset of the week, though. Ooh, wait a second. Dewey at 4-2, Austin at 1-5, and Austin's projected to win. Dude, Dewey just didn't set his lineup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to put in Swift and Amon-Ra. Okay, so I'm sticking with Nick as my upset of the week. Dewey just hasn't set his lineup yet.
Yeah. This will be close, though.
This is what I'm going to say my game of the week is, because I think this is going to end up being a close like matchup. Once Dewey sets his lineup, I think that this is going to be actually a good game.
Taylor Heineke back, that means McLaurin's going to score 50.
Wait, who? Oh yeah, Austin has Terry. Yeah, no, that's good for Terry. Probably bad for Curtis Samuel, actually.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about starting.
But yeah, no, and Zeke against Detroit. If anything, if Austin loses, it might just be because McCaffrey's going up against Tampa Bay. But I think this is actually going to be a good game. I think Austin might be able to get. Both our 1-5 teams this week actually might be 2-5 after. Yeah, they might both be 2-5 after. So do you want to make this the game of the week then?
I'd say it is, but it's crazy that against 4-2 teams.
To be fair, Austin's not like scoring a tiny little bit of like he scored more points than Mike, so it's not like we're saying. I really think that, dude. I'm gonna say this is the game of the week because I think it just looks like it's setting up to be the closest.
It's gonna be a nail biter.
You know what's crazy? Would you start Geno Smith this week against the Chargers or Aaron Rodgers against Washington?
I do against the Chargers, I guess. Like, even though the Broncos just looked like terrible, Jacoby Brissett looked good against the Chargers. So
yeah, it's No, I think the Chargers have a bad defense, but I also think Washington does. So it's like I actually think that this is way more of a 50-50 than. But I think Austin will probably stick with Geno because he's had these blow up games. But I'd say
Yeah.
watch out for a potential like Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers been so bad.
No, he's been
Like,
so bad, so
it's
bad.
crazy.
But it could be setting up for an Aaron Rodgers like,
Yeah.
3 touchdown, 225, 250-yard game, and he puts up like 25 points or something. But that's a toss up for me. I just thought that was interesting. But that's this week's matchups. Our upset of the week that we're picking is Mr. Mike versus Mike himself. And then our game of the week is going to be Austin versus Dewey. And this is a huge game for Austin and Mike because this is like their seasons, honestly. Like it'll be really tough if they don't get a win here. Like 2-5 is still doable. 1-6 is like so hard to come back from. So we'll keep an eye on these matchups. We didn't forget anything, right? Like before we get to the games and stuff.
That was it.
Okay, so
Got it
we're
all.
gonna look at last week. Last week, Paul outscored me again, 9-7, and I was 7-9. The record on the year, Paul has 4 games on me, 48-32. I'm 44-36. Dave's picks last week got Paul to this point. Honestly, carried by Dave is what I'm gonna say. No, but in complete honesty, this is what I was gonna say to you early, Paul. Is I fucking hate the Washington Commanders because I picked them last week 2 weeks ago against the Titans. They should have won that game, lost. Then I picked the Bears this week, and the Commanders should have lost this week, and they won. And so it's like, God, it's so fucking obnoxious. And then I'm never gonna pick so I told Paul this earlier. I picked the Browns over the Patriots last week, not because I thought that the Browns would win, but because in my mind I thought that me and Paul, if I picked the Browns to win this week, it would somehow jinx them into winning because when I didn't pick the Browns to win, they were losing. I was in my mind way too much. We're just going straight with the picks this week. I'm not letting my personal feelings get in the way of the Browns anymore. I'm pissed. But that's the record so far. Paul's got 4 games on me, so we've got our work cut out for us. I do. I have my work cut out for us. Let's look at the games this week. We got 4 bye weeks, so not as many games to go through, right? Paul, isn't there 4 bye weeks? Paul, are you there?
Dude, my internet is fucking up so bad. I don't know what's going on.
I literally was like sitting here like,
sounds like a robot. I didn't even load ESPN.
Oh wait, so can you hear me right now or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just had to close the stream because my internet was...
Oh, okay. I literally was like sitting here like, all right, and we lost Paul. I'm gonna be. I don't even know what I would have done.
We're good now.
Okay, yeah.
Shitting itself in that bed.
So we got 4 teams on bye this week, so less games to pick from. But we're gonna start with Thursday night, Saints Cardinals. Paul, who are you taking in Arizona?
Cardinals scoring 0 touchdowns last week. What the fuck is up with that? And then Saints bringing back fucking Winston this week too. So I'm gonna go with the Saints.
God damn it! I was kind of hoping you picked the Cardinals. I'm picking the Saints too. I just think the Cardinals fucking suck, dude. I can't even lie. I keep picking the Cardinals every week, and they keep sucking every week. Oh wow. Okay, Jaguars Giants in Jacksonville.
What the fuck? Well, yeah, they're home, but I'm thinking the 6-1. That's looking real nice. I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Giants here. And that spread at -3 seems like kind of insane to me. No offense to the Jaguars. I just think, as much as I don't think the Giants are like a Super Bowl contender or anything, I still think that they are actually a good team. So I'll take them here. Like the Jaguars, I think tricked us all by when they beat the Chargers badly.
And
the Colts are shit. I'm not even gonna. At this point, the Colts are pretty shitty. But I think it was the Chargers that made me and you start questioning it. But now that we look back at it, it was like that was Justin Herbert with like a broken rib cage and like no Keenan Allen, and Joey Bosa went down that game, so they didn't even have a replacement for him and stuff. Like at this point, I just think that the Jaguars are frauds. So we're both going Giants for that. Browns Ravens in Baltimore, and I'm picking the Ravens, and I'm not even thinking twice about it.
Yep. Move on. We don't like the
Yeah.
Browns anymore.
Yeah, it's Cavs season. Fuck the
It's
Browns.
over.
Falcons, Bengals. Who are you taking, Paul?
I'm surprised it's 6. That's weird.
Yeah, I think I'd take the under. It is in Cincinnati, so I think that's why they did 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Damn, I'm gonna go with the Bengals because I don't have as big of balls as you do. But in terms of that line at -6, I probably would not. I would take the Falcons there. I this is kind of reminds me of when it was like Packers Giants and they're like -8 Packers, and it was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that doesn't even make sense because the Packers look like shit. So you're taking I wrote you down as Bengals. You because I thought you were gonna pick them. So I'm taking Bengals. You're taking Falcons.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Lions, Cowboys in Arlington. What are you taking?
Dak's back. If it was Cooper Rush, I would have picked the Lions, honestly. But just because I would feel so bad for the Lions. 1-4, like
Yeah, they don't
I don't
deserve
know.
that record.
They're
They
just a
should be
fun
2 and
team to
3.
watch.
Yeah, they should be
Yeah, they're
2 and
fun to
3.
watch.
It's
But
gonna be it's gonna
yeah.
be or wait, so who are you picking? Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna go with the Cowboys. But yeah,
Yeah,
I like the Lions as a team a lot.
I'm going
They're
the
good.
Cowboys, and I'm gonna be really sad if I would be happy if the Lions won this because
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think they deserve to be 1-5. That's so sad. All right,
For real.
we got Colts, Titans in Nashville. Who are you taking?
Both teams are pretty mid in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I'll just go with the Titans. Yeah, I gotta stick with the Titans. I'll go with them.
Damn, now you got me making a decision.
I know that's a tough one. That's a toss-up.
Yeah, this is a major toss up. So my thing is, because didn't the Titans beat the Colts in Indianapolis, right?
I
Earlier
think
this
so.
year? I think they did.
I don't even know.
I'm gonna fact check that really quick. Um
Yeah, they did. I just saw
yeah,
that.
so in Indy, so like in my mind, like it makes me think like, are they going to beat the Colts twice this year? And I'm gonna go with yes on that. And my reasoning is gonna be one, it's in Nashville, and two, I forgot that the Titans are literally coming off a bye week, so they had an extra week to prepare. So
True.
I'm definitely going the Titans there. But I was thinking Colts for a second because it's still a divisional game. It really could go either way, honestly.
Mhm.
42 and a half over under. As low as that is, I still probably might take the under. I just think both offenses are mid as fuck.
Yeah.
So we're both going Titans on that in Nashville. All right, Packers, Commanders. This is in
Jeez.
Washington. Who are you taking?
Good
Wow.
God.
5.5 Green Bay again. This is what I'm saying, dude. How does this keep happening?
I gotta go with the Packers here, but that I could really see the Commanders winning just because
I
the Packers
know.
are so bad
And
right
that
now.
5.5 -5.5, I would take the Commanders. I'm picking the
Yeah.
Packers to win this, but like I just don't think the Packers are good right now, dude. Maybe they'll turn it around. But yeah, we're both gonna take the Packers there, even though it's in Washington. Which actually I was talking to my manager today because he's from DC, and he was like, I was like, have you ever been to a Commanders game? And he was like, yeah, but the stadium's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. So now I'm like kind of wondering what that means, cuz like what's the middle of nowhere in Washington DC? I honestly
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Maybe it's like the
Um
Bills how it's like 20 minutes away from downtown, you know?
yeah, maybe. I just thought it was funny. He's like, it's in the middle of nowhere. I was like, what? Um but yeah, we're both going to pick Packers there. But if the Packers lose this week, I might be done picking the Packers forever. I'm sick
Right.
of them.
Yeah.
Bucks
They get the Browns
Panthers.
treatment.
Bucks Panthers in Charlotte, and the Bucks are 11-point favorites, and
Oh
I
man.
I think I would take the Bucks at -11 at that.
Yeah, still. The Panthers just so unbelievably hard to watch. Just
Yeah,
McCaffrey and that's it.
we need
Not even
Cam
DJ
Newton
Moore.
back. We need prime Cam
True.
Newton back.
We do. That's
Poor
all that can
DJ
save
Moore,
him.
dude. I really do think talent wise, DJ Moore is a top 15 wide receiver, like
I
talent
know.
wise.
I hope they trade
It's
him.
like when I said for the longest time I was like, I think Stephon Diggs is like talent wise is a top 10 wide receiver. He was just in Minnesota where they were a run first offense and they were like throwing to Adam Thielen all the time. Then he went to the Bills and um proved that he was a top 10 wide receiver talent wise and obviously now statistics wise. But if that could honestly happen to DJ Moore, they could trade him to a team
What
like
team do you think he would go to?
So I did see a like I don't know where he would go to. Actually think it's way more like um it's way more likely that they trade Christian McCaffrey than DJ Moore. What do you think though?
Oh yeah, McCaffrey I feel like for sure before him because they'll get like more picks and shit.
Yeah, I
But
just can't imagine. I feel like mid-season trades like don't happen all that often, so I would be shocked if the Panthers traded DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey. But I think they're going to trade McCaffrey like no matter what. I just
mhm.
don't know about DJ Moore. So if you had to pick each one of them getting traded somewhere, where do you think one or both, like where would they be traded to if you thought?
I think the crazy cool one for McCaffrey would be the Bills. That'd be so sick
Yeah, that'd be insane.
because they need. I mean, Singletary and stuff. He's pretty good, but like they would just be by far the best team. That would be just sick to watch.
I think the
And the
main
Bills are
thing with
cool.
that is like Devin Singletary's like a good runner, right? But he's not
Mhm.
really a pass catcher, and like that's Christian McCaffrey. Can you imagine if Josh Allen had Christian McCaffrey to throw to too? So
Be
I
so
think
crazy.
I do think that would be cool. But what
And
about
then
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore, the Ravens, because they have nobody besides
Yeah,
Mark Andrews.
that's
So
true.
that would
Yeah,
make sense.
the only thing about that is like the Ravens aren't like a passing offense, so a part of me is like, would they trade for a wide receiver? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. We you mentioned before, like without Bateman, Lamar doesn't really look good. So they just need
Oh
somebody.
yeah, no,
Somebody
I
will make him look
totally
better.
agree. I totally agree with that. But like, I guess it would depend on how long they think Bateman's out, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Now they signed Deshaun Jackson. Like, does that mean they're
No,
not
forgot
going
about
after
that.
DJ Moore? I actually think if DJ Moore went to the Ravens, I don't know. I think he'd only be like slightly better than what he has been so far, only because they still have Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
So either way, uh, I was actually thinking. Either of those guys going to the Chiefs was kind of what my thought was.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
know
hope
if.
not, because the Chiefs. I want the Bills to win the AFC so
Oh
bad. I
yeah,
just hope that doesn't happen.
I agree. In all likelihood, like let's be honest, it's probably likely that like neither of them are going to get traded. But yeah,
Right.
that's kind of what I thought. So we're both taking the Bucks over the Panthers.
Mhm.
Jets, Broncos in Denver. Who are you taking?
Uh, go with the Jets, dude. I
Damn,
hate the
I was
Broncos.
hoping you picked the Broncos because they were in Denver. Yeah,
I hate them.
you know what? This is gonna sound insane. If it gets announced that Russ isn't playing, I I think that I might take the Broncos. Like I think if Russ is playing, it's like worse for the Broncos at this point.
Is
Because
Keenum? No. Who's their backup? I don't even know.
oh, I have no idea. I don't know who it would be, but I would assume what Russell Wilson's done so far. This injured Russell Wilson, like I don't know if it's even the injuries to blame. Like this has just been so bad. But I'm actually taking the Jets here. I'm with you on this one.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Jets even though it's in Denver. So we're probably gonna look stupid and the Broncos are gonna win and it's gonna be like, oh, I told you so. Um, but yeah, I guess we're both going Jets, Jets.
They're-
Raiders, Texans in Las Vegas. Who are you taking?
Ooh. I want to pick the Texans, but I just can't. I got to go with the Raiders.
Damn, I'm picking Raiders too. Yeah, it makes more sense in my mind to see the Texans at 1-4-1 than the Raiders at 1-5. But I would be pretty happy if the Raiders went to 1-5. I have nothing against the Raiders. I just think it's kind of hilarious seeing like this team that people were like locking into the playoffs. Like it would be hilarious to see them go like 4-13 this year or something. That'd be so funny. But in Las Vegas, I don't think I can pick against them. But what do you think about this Vegas -7 line?
Definitely take the Houston Texans, baby.
That,
Damian Pierce, the
that's what I'm
train's
thinking
rolling.
too. The train's rolling. The Pierce train. Yeah, I think I'd take that too. Seahawks Chargers. A home game for the Chargers. Who are you taking?
Pretty lopsided, but Geno Smith kind of looking crazy. The Chargers just had, I mean, the Broncos defense is good, but they just looked like ass. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Fuck it.
I'm gonna stick with the Chargers because I have Herbert and Mike Williams, so I fucking hope that I'm just hoping that they do good and they can win. But I actually think for your sake, this is a really smart like upset pick. Like honestly, if I didn't like the Chargers and also have fantasy players on the Chargers, I think I'd probably pick the Seahawks. I feel like every time this happens, every week I say like that's a good upset pick, but I'm biased, and then that's the reason why I get these picks wrong like every fucking week, dude. But I'm taking the Chargers. Please, Chargers pull through for me. Um, Chiefs Niners, dude. This might be this. I think this is going to be a good game. But Chiefs Niners, it's a home game for the Niners. Who are you taking there?
The Chiefs did look good, but I'm gonna go with the Niners.
Damn, damn, man. Now you're making this hard on me. Oh fuck. Oh god, this is so tough because it is a home game for the Niners. Like this just seems like one of those games where the Niners are going to be like, oh fuck it, like we ran out the clock and the Chiefs only got like 6 possessions this game because we literally ran all the time out. Can you give me your reasoning for why you're taking the the Niners?
Well, they did just lose to the Falcons, which is insane.
The Falcons aren't a bad team though.
Yeah, I did pick them this week, the Falcons. So
yeah, 3-3. That's not bad.
I don't know, for some reason, I just think their defense is like always good and like knows how to play against anybody. Apparently not the Falcons, but like besides that, they always just look like solid, and I don't know, they just know how to win. That's my mentality.
Oh man, I'm gonna play it safe and pick the Chiefs, but this is the revenge narrative game. Niners getting revenge for that Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. This is it.
Honestly, I think if the Niners didn't lose to the Falcons last week, I would have picked the Niners here. But I do think again, this is the same thing as the game before. I think this is a really good pick, and I'm probably gonna get it wrong. But at this point, I need to make up points somehow, right? So I guess I'll take the quote unquote safer teams. All right, Steelers, Dolphins. This is a Sunday night game. Steelers, Dolphins in Miami.
Dumb.
Who are you taking?
Stupid Steelers. Tua's back, so I got to go with Dolphins. And Kenny Pickett's out too, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pickett.
They said he practiced today or something like that, but still, who knows?
Yeah, he's banged up. It's in Miami. Tua's back. I'll take the Dolphins. Wouldn't surprise me if the Steelers won. Honestly, the -7 line, but it is too. Like I don't even know what to think about Tua at this point. He threw 6 touchdowns in one game. I don't know if that means he's like elite, but I mean he's better than like what they've had. I'm still taking the Dolphins either way. -7 though is interesting. I'm not nearly as confident as some of like the other ones, but.
Can you click on the Dolphins? Who were they 3-0 against? Like, did they play like a good team?
Oh yeah, the Bills.
Oh shit, and the Patriots
Ravens,
okay.
I think.
All right.
Yeah, they have good wins.
That's right. Okay, so with Tua, they were 3-0.
3-0. Yeah,
I remember that.
Well,
so, yeah,
let's even remember it was like with Tua going back to last year with Tua, they were like 9-3 or 9-4. So that technically means in the last 2 seasons, the Dolphins are like 12-4 with Tua or something, or like 12-3.
Yeah.
So maybe he's that guy. Bears, Patriots. It's in Foxborough.
Mid-off again. It's gonna be final score 13-6.
Okay.
With the Patriots winning.
Okay, so you're taking the Bears on this line, right? Wait, 13-6.
No, not this time. Maybe next week.
But you're picking the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking the Patriots. I just can't pick the Bears. I can't fucking believe they lost that game, dude. I know. Whatever.
Billy's gonna draw up something, stop their 1915 way of offense of running the ball.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I honestly, so I would say the line, -7.5 in a normal matchup with like a Patriots level of talent team versus the Bears, I'd probably be like, the Bears really don't suck that much, and so I'd take the Bears. But it's like, it's Bill Belichick. This game might be like 22-3 or something. Like seriously, just like that's how much I believe in the coaching of this team. So taking the Patriots. Now we're gonna look over these picks, and showing them on the screen right now for the boys at home. These are what our picks looks like. Paul, do we have anything that I forgot to do at all or no?
I don't think so. It all looks good.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
liking them.
Let's start a new segment. It's going to be Paul's upset of the week. In the NFL. And it doesn't have to be an upset you picked. It can be an upset that you're like, you know what? Actually, the Lions might actually beat the Cowboys or something. Like, watch out for that. What are we thinking here?
The one I'm really actually liking is the Falcons over the Bengals.
Okay, and that's what you picked
That's
too. So you're staying true to your word. You put your
yeah,
money where your mouth is.
exactly. I like the Falcons just are a fun team to watch. There's many of those, like the Lions. If the Lions, figured out how to win, they could be 3-3 also. But well, they had a bye week. But anyway, uh, yeah, I just like the Falcons, just the way that they play. It's entertaining. So, and the Bengals were kind of shit to start the year.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll just go back to being ass, and
The,
who knows from there.
it was someone who texted me and was like, or no, it wasn't someone who texted me. Someone on Twitter, I think, was like, looks like Bengals are mid now. And I wanted to be like, dude, the Bengals were mid last year until like the playoffs hit, or like 2 weeks
Right.
before the playoffs. So I'm not really like all that surprised. But do we have a Paul over of the week? A game on here that you think is going to hit the over?
Um, the Colts Titans could. It's very possible.
Okay.
That's a coin flip. I don't want to pick that one. That's just too risky. 51 for Seahawks Chargers.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Um, even Steelers Dolphins 45. Like that's surprising. But damn, these are just all
These are
so
bad. These are
weird.
all bad.
These are all terrible. Let's go with the no, I can't pick against the Cowboys defense. The
that
God damn, I just want to say something and then I'm like, no, I can't.
if we don't have a Paul over of the week,
Oh no,
we
go.
can just have, so we can have a Paul upset of the week and then a Paul like line of the week in general, whether it's an over or an under on a game or like a
All right.
line in general. That's
No,
probably easier
I'll
than
stick with
forcing.
I'll do the over under. I'll pick the Colts Titans for the over, just
Damn.
because
Okay,
I'm feeling good about that one.
you heard that, gamblers. Paul is guaranteeing that Colts Titans is
Hmm.
going to go over 42.5 points, and he's also guaranteeing that the Falcons are going to win in Cincy.
Hmm.
I think that's all for us, right, Paul? I think that's it.
Yeah,
Uh,
some fine segments.
one more time for the boys at home. Gonna show the scoreboard. These matchups coming up. Game of the week. Austin Dewey. All right, Paul. You got anything else to say?
Broncos country, fuck yourself, and Russ sucks.
All right,
That's what I want to tell you.
and I'm gonna end this on a let's go Cavs. All right.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right. Peace.
See ya.